we are talking about thrust washer, or you can call it thrust bearing. It is always located between a rotating component and a stationary component. What does that mean? It means it's always in between two components. One of them must be rotating while one of them is not rotating. Look, for example, when it comes to engine, it is located between the crankshaft and the housing. The crankshaft is rotating, and because the crankshaft is rotating, the housing is stationary. That is where you always find your thrust washer. So thrust washer is a very important component in diesel engine. That is the first thing you need to know about thrust washer. We are going to discuss about the 4 of them. This is just the first one. Before we continue, please do well, go to the press button and go and subscribe. Or this is how I'll be bringing crucial videos that really help you to attain higher level when it comes to diesel engine. Go and press subscribe so that when I do another video, you'll be notified. And go and press thumbs up there to show me that you enjoyed this video. So thrust washer or thrust bearing will always be found in between a rotating component and a stationary component. No matter if the shape of the thrust washer, that is where it is located, and that is where you are going to see it. Whether in engine or in any other things, you always see that thrust washer is one between two components. One will be moving, another one will not be moving. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 is thrust washer is to keep component in place by providing it with something to rub up against if it begins to move laterally. What does that mean? When you have thrust washer, you place your thrust washer in between two components. One is moving while the other one is stationary. This stationary, that means that it will come to a point, the thrust washer will have a kind of allowance, and the moving one will try to have a kind of little movement up and down. That little movement, instead of it to be rubbing the stationary component, that is where you will now see the function of thrust washer. It will now be rubbing thrust washer instead. So remember, the one that is not moving, the stationary one, is looking for something to be rubbing. So thrust washer will provide that something, that thing that he wants to rub with. Thrust washer will provide it for it, so that it will be rubbing thrust washer instead of rubbing the stationary component. Remember, in number 1, we talk about it's always found in between a stationary component and a rotating component. It will not go to a point, the rotating component will begin, he would like to have to rub on something. So thrust washer will provide that solution to it, so it can rub on thrust washer. And in 3, where we are going to discuss the material that will help this to work on. As you can see on your screen, this is a thrust bearing. That's a thrust bearing. You can call it thrust washer or you call it thrust bearing. So thrust washer provide the rotating component something to rub up against when it began to move laterally. So even if it is crankshaft, you know that it will go to a point, the crankshaft, there will be a little gap, and you want to move a bit. Instead of your crankshaft to be rubbing your housing or your casing or your main bearing housing, it will now be rubbing your thrust washer. You cannot see the importance of thrust washer. So it is there. Initially, it doesn't allow that lateral movement. But even when a lateral movement now occurs, instead of the engine to damage something, instead of the crankshaft to damage something, is to provide it with something to rub up. Number three is that thrust washer is not technically a washer. It is a bearing that happen to look like washers. Majority of us, we call it thrust washer. Yes, it look like a washer, as you can see it, but it's not a washer. It is a bearing. So it's a bearing, but in form of a washer. So it is flat, and where it is located, as we have said before, located between a component that is rotating and the other one is stationary. So because of it looks, we always call it thrust washer. But in real sense, thrust washer is not a washer. It is a bearing. So because it is something that helps the rotating component something to rub up against when it started moving sideways. Can I see? So it is a bearing. No matter how it looks, even if it look like a washer, technically it is not a washer, it is a bearing. Though we might refer to it as thrust washer, but in recent it's supposed to be thrust bearing, because it prevents sideways movement from the rotating component. So no matter how your thrust washer look like, if you like, let's look at a bearing or it look like a washer, technically it is not a washer, it is a bearing, but we usually call it thrust washer. Why some call it thrust bearing? It's still the same thing, but we have to know that our thrust washer is a bearing, it is not a washer. So that is why you see that some bearing, it has a kind of rollarized bearing inside it. Some thrust washer, it can be a ball or needle-like form, so that it provides, that allows the rotating component to slide on it. In number 2, you can see the background image in number 2. If you check it, you see that it is a bearing, and those bearing has a kind of needle-like balls or needle-like ballers that allow the to roll on it. That is number 3. Now let's go to number 4. Our number 4, thrust washer is designed with lubricity in mind. Thrust washer, it is designed with lubricity in mind. What is lubricity? We need to understand lubricity first. Lubricity refers to how easy one substance slide against another. How easy a substance slide against another. Why can we say that thrust washer designed with lubricity in mind? Remember what we said in point 3. We said thrust washer allow, since it is in between a moving component and a stationary component, and we said to go to a point, the stationary component want to rub itself with something, and that something, that is where the thrust washer is there to provide that thing for it. So the thrust washer now, the way it was manufactured with graphite into metal during the casting process. So as it becomes wear, more graphite particle comes out to the surface, and this help it to resist wear. When they are manufacturing thrust washer, graphite is inside it, and this graphite is there so that it can, by the time the rotating components is rubbing itself on the thrust washer, you see that the graphite will continue to come out. and the lubricity will continue to surface. So the more it's rubbing on the thrust washer, the more is becoming more lubricity, because that is how it was designed. So you can now see that how important thrust washer is. It's made up of alloy materials that help it to be more lubricity. So if there is no enough graphite on it, by the time is your crankshaft is riding on it, you will notice that it will quickly spoil. But because of the material that it was made up of, it allowed lubricity. The more your thrust washer is getting wear, the more your lubricity is coming out. That is why that you see thrust washer is always shiny, because it was designed with lubricity in mind. So you can now see how important your thrust washer is, especially when it comes to the lubricity aspect of it. So the lubricity help the crankshaft now to rub itself on your thrust washer without any damage, because enough graphite is on it. The metal that was used, there was graphite in it, and this graphite help it to continue to slide and run smoothly. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. You are going to enjoy more videos like this, and give me thumbs up if you enjoy this video. We talk about 4 things that you should know about your thrust washer. The first one, where it is located. The second one, that it provides something that the rotating components can rub with. The third one is that it is not a washer technically, it is a bearing. And the fourth one, that how it was designed. Thank you.